Welcome again to my section, the Godhead and the program, and specifically to the second part of this year's transit of the sun through the gates of the Godhead, Hades. Last session, we looked at the first two gates, the 1 and the 43, and today I want to look into the 14 and the 34. And if you look at them on the picture, you can see that the first two, what makes them different from the first two is that the first two have a yang line in the 5th position, whereas the 14 and the 34, they share the 4 bottom lines in common with the first 4 yang lines, but the 5th line is no longer yang here, it is yin. It is yin, okay? In other words, that we have 2 Hades gates that have the same challenge to transcend the void of death, but that have a totally different way to approach that potential, which is much more through the form. There are 2 sacral gates. Okay, that's for a start. They're about action. They're not as prone to fall into the void of thinking and mulling and thinking in the void. Like sacral gates being the sacral, the source of life, the moment they get busy doing something that they love, they immediately neutralize the thought of death, the sadness of death, the void of death disappears. So you can see in the 14, the gate called possession in great measure, you can see that the 2 upper lines, they carry the binary of the yin-yang, which is the symbol of duality, of bonds, of relationships. Which tells you right away, that why gate 14 is keynoted as the gate of the empowerer. Because this is a gate that is designed to learn all kinds of things, to be receptive to what, to what it perceives in others, to what it receives from others, from what others know, whether theoretically or practically, the interesting thoughts of Papa, the incredible amount of things that Mama knows how to do, and how it all benefits all, Papa explaining the order of the world, Mama taking care of the order of the home. These are children, they not only love to be part of that order, they become immediately an active part of it. A give back and being empowered and empowering, and doing things with Mama, in having conversations with Papa. Obviously, how deep the combination of grace and control, which is what gate 14, where the possession in great measure, the potential for possession in great measure comes from in gate 14, obviously is always going to be determined by the level of awareness of the examples that we could take from our own parents.